I'm Judy Shaw for NYC Floor Talk. Joining me today on Floor Talk, we have Manoj Bhargava. He is Chairman of Simplify Inventions. Manoj, it is a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So now, Manoj, share your thoughts on the global media landscape, especially with recent investments in companies like the Arena Group and iMedia Brands. How do these investments fit into the bigger picture?
Well, we are looking at media completely differently than everybody else. Our perspective is different. First of all, I make stuff, I sell stuff. So that's where I come from, not from media. And one of the things we found is that the media guys have kind of forgotten about the advertisers. They basically tell you, go buy that 30-second ad from really efficiently through a programmatic and don't talk to us. Right? So there's a ton of stuff that they're doing that doesn't make any sense anymore, right? Or, for example, I'll give you an example. Everybody loves 18 to 34-year-olds, right? I'm sorry, did you think they have any money? So we're looking at 40 plus and say, okay, now, if you're selling toothpaste, everybody buys toothpaste.
Right.
But there's a lot of stuff that's sold that only 40 plus people are buying. 95% of it is bought by people over 40. Well, are you just ignoring them?
Right.
Because they have the most money? No. So there's a lot of common sense stuff. There's stuff that says, oh, I'm all infatuated by technology. I'm sorry, did you not realize technology is just a tool? It's not the fundamental. How you deliver it, I'm a consumer. I don't care how you deliver it, as long as it gets to me. Right? You're all about, oh, streaming, oh, this or that. I don't care. I want to know, what do you got for me? And how does it affect my life? Why do I care? So there's a lot of stuff that's could have lost. The common sense is in a lot of, even the biggest guys is lost, right? Either about ego or about how we've done stuff. So that's why we continue in this way. We're the media, we're smarter than everybody else. You know, all of that stuff has to go. So now I'm starting a little bit. It's not that little, but it's just a start.
Okay.
But this is going to be so much fun.
So how did you get your start into media? How did you make that switch? Or
Well,
kind of delve into that?
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous in a way. So our media buyers came to us and said, you know, internally, and they said, prices are quadrupled. Everybody is charging way. It's not even worth it. So I could either whine about it, and I said, all right, or look for a solution. So I said, fine, we'll just buy our own media, companies, and we'll advertise our own stuff. That's how it started, the idea. And then, of course, execution is a bear. So you still have to do a lot of things to get there. But I found out that the current guys weren't listening to us. You know, even if we spent $50-60 million in media, you'd get nobody at a senior level talking to you. You know, it would be like, I'm sorry, go over the website and buy it. Right. So in other words, they could have gotten more money from us. Right? But what they did was say, buy cheaper efficiently, instead of, I'm going to sell you more stuff. Right? So I like stuff from the 1950s and 60s. They did great stuff, right? And we threw everything out as if they're stupid and we're smart. But they were also doing great stuff. Take the great stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to bring that back. For example, you know, like right now, Barbie's really hot because of the movie. Right?
Huge. I have my Barbie pink on.
Right. And the thing is, how did Mattel become Mattel? How did Barbie become so big? Yeah. The woman who founded Mattel bet that the Disney show was going to be the only thing she's going to advertise on. She sponsored the whole show, and that was what made Mattel. Right? Can't do that now.
Yeah. So now, you've founded many companies, led many companies. You're founder of 5 Hour Energy. Talk to me about that. What inspired you to do that?
Well, I'm just a common sense guy. I don't have a fancy degree or anything like that, right? So we kind of deal with fun. I look at everything in terms of, is it really needed? Is it something really important to somebody? So we found this technology in 5 Hour. and turn it into something that really works. It's the only really functional product out there. And next thing we know, it was growing at 6% a week compounded for 2 years. And it was only over $1 billion in sale and the most profitable consumer product, one of the most profitable consumer products in the world. So then we show, well, what do we do, right? So I don't really have fancy hobbies. I told somebody I'm not 10 years old, so I don't need toys. So what I did was I said, all right, let's do something that's important. So then we founded this way to do serving humanity. But the bottom third of humanity, I don't serve rich people. I don't care about rich people. I care about the bottom third, right? So that's how it evolved into this. And so all of my money really pretty much is going to serve humanity. So all the projects we're doing are giant projects that nobody wants to seem to want and it's very logical they don't want to do it because bottom third doesn't have any money. So we serve those people. That's my ultimate customer.
Yes.
Right? I serve them, I don't give them. Because giving them, doing charity is condescending. Right? You're like, I'm big up here, I give back.
Right.
Oh, come on. You serve them. You find out what they need and you give them that. You serve them with it.
So now philanthropy is very big for you. I know it's very important for you, particularly through the Billion in Change movement. So tell me about this movement. Tell me why it's so important to you and what impact do you hope to achieve?
Well, I, again, learned through trial and error. So in the beginning, we were making a lot of money, and I said, okay, we're going to just give it away, right? So we started giving it to nonprofits and find out that they were just wasting it. It was like shoveling sand in the river and hoping to build a bridge. It was just flowing away. So I said, all right, let me find out what's really important. So I went to the villages and I talked to people everywhere and found out, what is it that's really important? And it's hilarious because in hindsight, you will know exactly what charity should do. In other words, what is the right question for a charity? Right? What do we actually do? Right? What do people want?
Right.
And the answer is really simple, and it is to make a living. It's not don't give me toilets, don't give me all these things. I want to make a living. Self-respect, taking care of their family. It's the same as the rest of us. We think the poor are different? No. They're dumber? No, they're not. They just want the same thing. So we said, okay, what do they really need? And so most of the poor in the world are farmers, right? So we came up with a way that they could make their own fertilizer in 18 days for free, right? And most of their money today goes to the fertilizer company. So we changed that to where they could make 10 or 20 times what they were making because we made that. And then the biggest problem in the world coming up is water. Now, people just keep screaming climate change, but what will climate change do? Am I just going to wear a sweater or something? Or is that the climate change? Or what is it actually going to do? So we found out that the biggest effect will be in usable water. So for more than a decade, we worked on how do we fix this problem for the world? And today, we're 10, 12 years ahead of everyone. We can actually fix the world's problem in water. Now, water is incredibly political, so I'll wait till the government starts screaming and then we'll be big. Until then, we keep making it better and better. I'm actually doing a town in India which has no clean water. It's all brackish, all salty water. So we're going to do the whole town. And we'll pay for it.
That's amazing. So tell me now, how do you manage the balance between your business ventures and your philanthropic work? And how do they complement each other?
I keep it completely separate.
Yeah.
Okay, so otherwise, if you tell everybody, oh, we do this philanthropy in the business, then they don't know, are we making money or are we not making money? So our view is really simple. We make money from the rich, and we're not easy on them. In other words, I will get as much as I can from the rich. Right? So people think, oh, you do philanthropy, so give me cheap stuff. No, that's not going to happen. And then after that, what do we use the money for? That would be all in the side of serving humanity. I hate calling it philanthropy because it sounds like I'm giving something. I'm above, and the people I give to are below. No, they're above me. They're my customers. They're the ones who I serve. Yeah. My duty is to them.
So now, as CEO, as a founder, tell me what is most important to you right now? Like, what are you most focused on right now?
I think I have a different kind of brain. I skip from things to things in a minute. So I have 11 startups and 3 businesses that make money. And every 10, 15 hour, whatever minutes, I go from one to the other. And I completely compartmentalize one, go to the other. So it's not, people say, do you work? How many hours do you work? People in my company will laugh at me if they said, actually, I work 45 hours. They say, nah, barely 40, right? So it's not about what do I focus on. I just focus on different things at different times.
Yes.
At lunchtime, I focus on lunch.
It's just about lunchtime now. Well, Manoj, it's been wonderful to talk with you. So I appreciate you stopping by Floor Talk, and congratulations on your news.
Thank you. Thank you.